Hi, everybody. We're back again with another episode of Red, White, and Brown on Live, and we have with us Saiyami Kher. And Saiyami, you just come fresh off the board of playing Anina in your new movie, Ghoomer, and we absolutely loved the movie. For some reason, the movie wasn't in theaters when it did release, and we looked high and low for it here in America, but it is now streaming on Z5 Global. And, last weekend was Diwali, and we met a lot of people, and a lot of people said they absolutely loved your movie and they watched it on Z5 Global. So tell me more about the movie. Tell us more about your experience. But let's get started with you have a cricketing background. That's what the brief said. Um, Tell us more about that and how that came in handy with this role.
Well, thank you so much for that introduction. Yes, it feels special that Boomer is finally out on Z5 Global and more people can watch it because, as actors, as makers, we want our work to reach out to as many people as possible. Boomer for me is the most special experience of my life, and it's going to be very, very difficult to have so much fun on a film set. It's going to be very difficult to get a role as demanding, as meaty, as exciting as this. Anina, my character, is someone who is a para athlete. She has lost her arm in an accident. So for me, prepping for the film, I had to kind of learn how to live my life with my left hand, with just one hand. I learned how to play cricket. I used to play cricket when I was younger, but it's a whole different ball game when you play it with one hand and your non-dominant hand. So my prep was very much the physical prep was learning how to play with my left hand. But what was more tiring was the emotional graph of the character and what all she went through.
Absolutely, and the movie is so poignant that you feel that emotion through the growth of the character through the movie. So, how was it working with Balki, the renowned director? And was this your first time?
Balki sir is somebody I have tremendous respect for, and he's somebody who I am extremely grateful to because I think any director could have gotten pretty much any actor they wanted for a role like this because it's so female centric. But he's somebody who backs his conviction, and I'm so fortunate that he backed me on this film. He's an absolute genius because he is the most intelligent directors I have met. He's always on the ball. He is so clear, crystal clear with exactly what he wants. He is somebody who is so non-dramatic, so non-filmy, and just so clinical about his work that I've just really loved working with him, and he spoiled me rotten with Woman.
So, how was it working with you have an ensemble cast. You had Abhishek Bachchan and Shabana Azmi and Angad Bedi. How is it working with a really ensemble cast as well? Because they must have elevated your performance and helped you.
So Abhishek predominantly is my coach in the film, and he and I have worked together on a show called Breathe. So we have worked together for 4 years before this, and I'm extremely fond of him because he's somebody who genuinely is extremely warm, and he is an extremely secure human being. So I really, really like working with AB. Angad has been my first friend in the film industry. I've known him for 10 years now. So it feels very special because our journey started off together, and now kind of working with him again felt very special. Shabana ji is an institution of acting, and just watching her learn, watching her work is such a big learning. She's known me since I was a child, so working with her was very emotional and very special because she's known me since I was a child, and I was very close to her mother, so that it's like life coming to a full circle, and working with her again felt very special.
That is so amazing. So, having done the movie and seeing the reaction, what's the best moment for the movie for you? What was the most touching moment of the movie?
The reaction I got, or in the film?
In the movie, in the film, because a lot of people would have come back to you with, oh, so we loved it, we loved this scene or that scene. But for you personally, what was the most fulfilling moment in the movie or a scene in the movie that
So I
evoked?
feel it is the climax of the film when I hit the winning shot and I break down. I don't know if you watched the film or not, but it's the climax of the film when I kind of just break down after achieving what I want to achieve. It was very personal to me. It was extremely difficult to shoot it, but it was just extremely personal to me because it was just all these years of kind of facing the rejection that I faced in the industry, or kind of just everything that I had inside me as a human being I've put out in that scene. So for me, that is the most personal scene of the film when I hit that winning shot.
That is so amazing. So if people, guys, if you don't know where this movie is streaming, it is streaming on Z5 Global. Go watch it. It is called Ghoomer, and it did release on the 10th of November. And right now you can go and watch it if you download the app. And if you have the app already, what are you waiting for? Go watch it. And Saimi, for you as an actor, you've done some commendable work already. Where do you go from here?
I hope I just keep getting work as meaty and as exciting as Ghoomer, because, like I said, it spoiled me. But I know it's going to be very difficult. I'm in the middle of shooting for a series for Special Ops right now. But I just hope I get to work with makers I love working with. There's Anurag Kashyap I've worked with, Rakesh Mehra, there's Balki. I'd love to work with them all over again because I've just had so much fun working with them. And of course, newer makers, I'd love to work with a Zoya and an Imtiaz Sir, or a Neeraj Geva and a Vasan. This is a long list I have. So fingers crossed I get to tick mark all these makers.
So a lot of movies that you've done so far have been meteor in terms of performance. They've been the characters have had depth. Would you do a Bollywood movie? I mean, would you do? I mean, and when I say Bollywood, I stereotypically, the movies where the story is wrapped in song and dance, and it's a totally different genre. It's not Hindi cinema. But would you do that? And do you do other cinema apart from Hindi cinema?
I'd love to do a quintessential Bollywood film, dancing around trees and wearing a sari in the snow and going to Switzerland, because that's what we've grown up watching. Unfortunately, those opportunities haven't come my way, so I'm kind of putting it out there, hoping that these opportunities come my way, because this is something we've grown up watching and I'd love to do it. Having said that, I'd like to continue doing the work that I'm getting as well. I have done work. I've done Telugu films. I've done a Marathi film. I'd love to do Malayalam. I'd love to do Tamil films. I'd love to come overseas and work if I get work overseas. So I'm open to doing work everywhere. So if your listeners are making films out there, please do reach out. I'd love to come and work.
We'll put it out there. Saiyami Kher is up for grabs. But so given what your career graph has been so far, what would you call the most momentous so far? What was the most momentous achievement that you've had? Of course, you worked with so many acclaimed directors and other actors, and that lends to the kind of profile that you have right now. But as Saiyami, not as an actor, but as Saiyami, what do you feel has been the biggest achievement so far, and where would you want to go personally?
Well, I don't think if I feel I've had a big enough achievement that will kind of make me laid back, so I don't think I've achieved anything at all. And I want to walk 1,000 miles still before I sleep, because I still have so much to do. I'm still such a greedy actor who wants to do so much more. So I don't think I've really achieved anything to be very proud of. If at all, it's been off camera. I've run a few full marathons. I think that's the only thing I'm very proud of. But besides that, I'm not somebody who's proud of any of my achievements.
Well, that's it from us today. We had Saiyami Kher with us, and she is featuring in a movie called Ghoomer, and that movie streams on Z5 Global. So, guys, what are you waiting for? Go get the movie and watch it, and tell us what you feel about it. And Sammy, we wish you all the best for your next ventures, and we are here rooting for you. And I hope they see the same success or better success than what Ghoomer did. We absolutely love the movie, and we highly recommend it. Thanks for
Thank
being
you
with
very
us.
much. Thank you so much.